So basically, I was found a few days after birth in a box, just wrapped in a blanket, and the only identification on me was a birth date. And a few days after that, I was given to the orphanage. So then my parents came over to China, and they got me. They met me there, and then they got me there. So it was great.
I'll talk about Anna since she's here. When we first met Anna, they brought her into this, they put you in this conference room, and then they go and get the child, and then they bring them in. And there was the man in the pink shirt, right? The man in the pink shirt. So the man in the pink shirt brings her in, and she's like clawing and like grabbing at his shirt, and she just wouldn't let go, and she was just absolutely terrified of coming to be part of our family. And so he had to kind of like unleash her, and they put her in my lap, and then he like ran out the door. She's like leading the way down the hallway. We're like going through the orphanage, and there's all these children in this playroom, and they were going to do this goodbye celebration. So like they had her in the center, and there was like maybe 35 children around her, and they had her go in the center, and she sang the song with hand motions, and they all helped her do it. And she was just so proud to show us off to all her little friends, and then we left out of there. And it was just such an amazing moment, because it just it was a beginning, a transition of moving from that life to the next.
Matthew had a very difficult transition. He was very attached to his nannies, which I was thankful for, but made him have a harder time adjusting to another female. So for the first 2 weeks, I couldn't hold him at all. It wasn't until we got home that he let me hold him for extended periods of time. And now I hold him all the time. But I mean, he's just been doing wonderful. I'm just seeing him come so far from, you know, being afraid of me and being afraid of all the changes, and just being such a wonderful little boy now, most of the time. He's 3.
Probably around like 3 or 4, I finally started to realize, whoa, like something's different. And apparently I asked her, hey mom, like, why is your hair brown and my hair black? And then she was like, all right, here we go. And so basically she just started explaining how I was from China, and that I did not grow in her belly. I grew in another lady's belly over in China. But she's like, I still remember this. She's always like, but you grew in my heart. I was like,
my mother put me in like Chinese dance classes, and we went to a lot of functions for other Chinese like adopted families. So I think that really helped me in learning that like there are other people like that. And growing up in Arlington, Virginia was also really helpful. It was really very diverse and accepting. So,
specifically, well, I guess it's more broad, but really thankful for all the people that directly or indirectly had any impact in like where I am today. Whether that be, well, first of all, like my birth parents, like they definitely could have like not given me up for adoption, or I definitely could be in a different place because of their choice. And then my like parents now, like I'm so thankful that we got connected, and I've just been blessed with so many like great opportunities. And then also like the orphanage directors and like all like the people that took care of me. I don't know them, but they like definitely made a big impact. Like the doctors over in China, just like everyone who had anything to do with it, I'm like so grateful.
I'd have to agree with like everything you said, and then also I also like called my mom and like talked to her about these questions. But something that like she always says is that she's really grateful that China allows like international adoption, and of all the things